girls were hot. But you know, there's help. You know, there's a solution. Like a lot of women, they just take the estrogen, just take the hormone. But see, I can't take the estrogen. I can't take the hormone because of the type of breast cancer I had. Yeah. But the irony of it all is like when, you know, because I curse and stuff, and when people say to me, hey, Wanda, you know, really, would it kill you to be a little more ladylike? I go, yes. It would. It really would. I'm snoring now. That's different. Yep. Snoring. You know, my wife, boy, God bless her, putting up with it. You know, because at first it started off with just some deep breathing, you know, just like. And then it quickly escalated to. How do I know? Because my wife records it. That doesn't feel good. That doesn't feel good. Yeah. Because, you know, like during the day, I'll get like a text message from my wife with an audio file. And I get all excited. I'm like, oh, my baby loves me. She's like... Bad. Because, you know, you wake up in the middle of the night and she's out of the bed. I'm like, uh-oh, you know, I got to go look for her. Like, ooh, did she leave me this time? What's going on? So, no, okay, she's over there with the kids. All right, okay, cool. Yeah. You know, she wears the earplugs and that doesn't help. So she was like, you know what, babe, I think maybe if I take like some Ambien or something, that could help. I'm like, no, you can't take Ambien because, you know, those drugs, you'll wake up and do things you don't even know you're doing. You know, like suffocating me to death. I don't want to wake up, I'm chewing on a pillow. Or she's shoving Vicks down my throat. So I was like, you know, let me check with my doctor. So I went to the doctor. I was like, you know, I got to do something, man. I got to do something about this. And he was like, well, you know, first, you got to lose some weight, Wanda. And Esther was like, fuck you, I want some nacho fries. And he goes, oh, you know what? You can stop drinking. What else you got? And he goes, you know what, Wanda? I want to test you for sleep apnea. I want to test you for sleep apnea. Because judging from the recordings, oh, man, that's fucked up. He's like, yeah, I think you have sleep apnea. So I'm like, no, I don't want to take that test because if I have sleep apnea, then you're going to put me on one of those CPAP machines. I said, I can't do that. You know, my wife is 10 years younger than I am. I can't be in the bed with a fucking Darth Vader mask on, you know. Looking like an astronaut or shit. I can't. You know, I said, it's bad enough I'm already in the bed, you know, hot flashes with a gut and a beard coming in. Now you want me in the bed with that mask on? I'm in the bed. You want to sit on my face? Thank you, New York! Thank you! With toilet paper on the back of his shoe. And they just stood there. You see that? Yeah, I see it. I see it. I think it's a good look for him. And he's always on Air Force One, but never in the White House. Always running off Mar-a-Lago somewhere, costing us all kind of money. Yeah, I was like, we should just put the White House on Airbnb. Maybe we'll get somebody good in there. His whole family is costing us money. I believe that everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. Because of Trump being president, we sent more women to Congress than ever before. That's because of Trump. Thank you, Trump. All kind of women. African American, Native American, Asian American, Muslims, yes. It's funny looking at Congress now. All those beautiful women in there and all those old white guys. It looks like the cast of Cocoon meets the cast of any Shonda Rhimes show. Who else would think of those little stacking dolls? What the fuck is that? All those damn nesting dolls. That's some sneaky shit. Oh, here's another one. Open it again. Here's another one. And another one. And another one. Okay, this is the last one, right? God damn, there's another one! Y'all some sneaky motherfuckers. There's another one! Wait, is this the last one? This the last one? Wait a minute. Ooh, is this the PP tapes? Sneaky. But Russia, they knew how to attack us. They know our weakness. Race. Yes. That's our Achilles heel. Race. That's it. So they brought out Trump to rally the racists. That's exactly what they did. That fucking wall, that wall is racist. 2 days later, you find out that Ronald is homeless. Yeah. These assholes booked a homeless man to go on Naked and Afraid. So no wonder nothing was affecting him. He got on that island, he thought he was at Sandals. He was like, oh, shit. Yeah. I can do this. This is nice. That lady went home. She tapped out. She was like, I quit. I'm going home. She was like, I don't think he's ever going to leave. They booked a homeless man to go on Naked and Afraid. That tells me that I have the lies, you have the lies. No, I don't. No, I don't. That's some white shit. She's like, no, it's a little bug in your hand. Nope. We don't do that. I would choke the shit out of a lice. We don't. That's you and your inferior scalp. We don't do that. And she's like, well, will you pick it up? Yeah, I'll pick it up and put it in the mailbox. I ain't coming in that licey ass house. I ain't coming in. I'll be at Sabrina's.